Service parfait! Chef André shouted. In kitchen, La Maison, June 15, 1962, 8:30 p.m. Service parfait! Peak dinner! Perfect timing! Go, go, go! 12 waiters, moving, plates, from kitchen to dining room. Service, professional, synchronized, perfect. 40 diners, eating, drinking, talking, enjoying, perfect moment. Service parfait! And 62 years later, service still continuing, still parfait, still perfect. Because service never ended. Before you continue watching, hit that subscribe button. Because this story isn't just about a restaurant. This is about perfection, about the perfect moment. And sometimes, when the perfect moment freezes, it lasts forever. This is the story of the 1962 La Maison restaurant, June 15, 1962. Friday evening, Manhattan, New York, Upper East Side, 73rd Street, elegant neighborhood, wealthy, cultured. La Maison, fine dining restaurant, French cuisine, famous, open since 1948, 14 years. Owner Claude Beaumont, French, came from Paris in 1946. Opened restaurant in New York in 1948. La Maison, the house, like home, but elegant, luxurious. Restaurant was small, intimate, 15 tables, 50-person capacity, but full every night. Reservation required, 2 weeks advance. Famous, elite, high society, businessmen, artists, writers, wealthy. Decor, French, elegant, dark wood paneling, velvet chairs, burgundy, white tablecloths, linen, silver candlesticks on every table, crystal chandeliers, muted lighting, romantic, sophisticated. Kitchen, small but perfect. Chef André Dubois, 52 years old, master chef, Michelin training, learned in Paris. Came to New York in 1950. Chef at La Maison, 12 years. Every dish artwork. Staff professional. 12 waiters, all trained. Black tuxedos, bow ties, white gloves. Perfect posture. French service style. Elegant, precise. June 15, 1962. Friday, 7 p.m. Doors opened. First reservations arrived. Jean-Pierre Moreau was head waiter, 45 years old, French, Claude's childhood friend. At La Maison since 1948, 14 years. Knew every customer, every preference. Professional, charming. 7:15 p.m. First table, table 5. Robert and Katherine Morrison, anniversary. Married 10 years. Robert, 38, investment banker. Katherine, 35, housewife. Upper East Side, elegant couple. Jean-Pierre greeted. Bonsoir, Monsieur et Madame Morrison. Your usual table. This way, please. Table 5, corner, quiet, romantic. Katherine's favorite. Thank you, Jean-Pierre. My pleasure, Madame. 7:30 p.m. More diners arrived. Table 7, Charles and Eleanor Whitman, in their 50s, lawyer and wife. Table 3, James Sullivan, 42, business dinner, with client, Mr. Thompson, 55. 7:45 p.m. Table 12, young couple, David and Sarah Chen, 28 and 26. Engagement celebration, newly engaged, first time La Maison, excited. 8 p.m. Restaurant filling, 10 tables full, 30 people. Waiters serving, appetizers, soups, salads, wine, professional, smooth. Table 8, William Foster, 60, alone, businessman, widower. Came every Friday evening, alone, but content. Read book while eating. Table 14, Margaret and Thomas Baker, in their 40s, celebrating Thomas promotion, new position, vice president. Margaret proud. 8:15 p.m. Restaurant almost full, 14 tables full, 45 people, peak starting. Kitchen busy, Chef André commanding, faster. Table 5 main course, Table 7 dessert, move, move. Dining room, elegant, candlelight, chandeliers, soft classical music, piano, background, conversations, laughter, wine glasses, clink, silver cutlery, china plates, perfect atmosphere, waiters moving, synchronized, Jean-Pierre coordinating, François, table 3, Pierre, table 12, Antoine, vite. François, 35, waiter, 8 years La Maison, professional, Pierre, 29. Waiter, 5 years, Antoine, 38, senior waiter, 10 years. 8:25 p.m. Last tables filled, 15 tables, 52 people total, 40 diners plus 12 staff, full capacity, perfect evening, everyone happy, food excellent, service impeccable, atmosphere magical. Table 5, Katherine and Robert. Main course arrived, lamb, roasted, herbs, perfect. This is delicious, Katherine said. Wonderful, Robert agreed. Table 12, David and Sarah. Still appetizers, oysters, fresh, champagne. I love you, David whispered. I love you too, Sarah smiled. Table 8, William. Reading, wine, soup, French onion, favorite, peaceful, content. 8:29 p.m. Chef André in kitchen, checking every plate. Parfait, parfait. This one add garnish. This one more sauce. Perfect. Go. Waiters picking up plates. Hot, careful. Walking to dining room. Elegant, balanced. 8:30 p.m. Peak moment. Kitchen and dining room perfectly synchronized. Every table mid-course. Some finishing appetizers. Some starting mains. Some enjoying wine. Everyone happy. Talking, laughing. Chef André stepped to kitchen door, looked into dining room, surveyed. Every table, every diner, every waiter. Perfect, he smiled. Service parfait, whispered to himself. Jean-Pierre walked past table 5. Checked. Everything good, Madame Morrison? Perfect, Jean-Pierre. Absolutely perfect. François carried plate to table 7. Eleanor Whiteman. Duck, her favorite. Voilà, madame. Merci. Pierre refilling wine. Table 12. David and Sarah. Champagne. Special evening. Antoine clearing plates. Table 3. James Sullivan and Mr. Thompson. Business dinner going well. 8:30 p.m. Perfect moment. Everything aligned. Kitchen producing. Waiters serving. Diners enjoying. Music playing. Candles flickering. Time? Perfect. And then, imperceptible. Nobody noticed. But time. Slowed. Very slowly. Very, very slowly. But gradually, imperceptible. François extending plate toward Eleanor. Normal movement. But slowed. 1 second. 2 seconds. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Plate still extending. To Eleanor. But very slowly. Katherine lifting fork. To mouth. Lamb. Delicious bite. Normal movement. But slowed. Fork rising. Very slowly. 30 seconds. 1 minute. Still rising. Robert talking. This is words coming out. From mouth. But very slowly. This is. One word takes 10 minutes. Nobody noticed because everyone same speed. Everyone slowed together. Synchronized. Jean-Pierre walking. Very slowly, but feels normal. Pierre pouring wine. Very slowly, but looks normal. Candlelights flickering. Very slowly. One flicker, 5 minutes. Music playing. Very slowly. One note, 20 minutes. 8:30 p.m. Clock on wall. Stopped. Not stopped, slowed. Tick. 10 minutes later. Talk. 10 minutes later. 52 people. 40 diners. 12 staff. All moving, eating, serving, talking, laughing, but very slowly. Imperceptibly slow. Infinite slowness. Unknown time ahead. Restaurant, service continuing, but very slowly. Katherine still lifting fork to mouth. 62 years. Still rising. Delicious, saying. Very slowly. Robert still talking. This is wonderful. 62 years, still talking. François still extending plate. To Eleanor. 62 years, still extending. Voila, saying. Jean-Pierre still walking. Between tables. Checking. 62 years, still walking. Everything good? Chef André still at kitchen door. Looking. To dining room. Smiling. 62 years, still smiling. Service parfait. June 2024. 62 years later. Manhattan. Upper East Side. 73rd Street. La Maison building. Not restaurant anymore. Closed in 1985. Economic downturn. Neighborhood changed. Empty in 1990s. Sold in 2010. Now 2024. Building will be renovated. Will become boutique hotel. Real estate developer team entered. All right, we need to gut this space. Old restaurant area, first floor. Let's open it up. La Maison space closed 40 years. Last service 1984. Closed permanently 1985. Doors locked, never opened, windows boarded, forgotten. Developer team came to door, old wooden door. La Maison sign faded, locked, need to force it. Bolt cutters, crack, lock broke, open door, slowly, creaking, dark, dusty, old smell, stale air, 40 years. Entered, flashlights, beam cutting through darkness. Whoa! Restaurant, exactly 1962, unchanged. Tables, chairs, tablecloths, candles, everything. But people. 52 people, sitting, standing, moving, very slowly. What the? Developer screamed. 52 people didn't turn, just continued. Very slow movement. Eating, serving, talking. 1 millimeter movement in 1 second. Katherine, still lifting fork. 1962 dress. Pearls. Hair, perfect. But moving, very slowly. Robert, still talking. 1962 suit. Tie, but lips moving, very slowly. François, still extending plate. Tuxedo, white gloves, but arms extending, very slowly. Jean-Pierre, still walking. Professional posture, but steps moving, very slowly. Ambulance, police, special team. Removed 52 people, carefully, from restaurant to real world. Difficult because not moving almost like statues, but alive, breathing, heart beating, only very slowly. To hospital, 5 days, slowly sped up, normal speed. Day 6, woke up. Katherine woke. The lamb! Delicious! Robert, this is wonderful! Nurse, Mrs. Morrison, calm down. The lamb! I'm eating! Perfect! Jean-Pierre, compliments to chef. Mrs. Morrison, what year? 1962, June 15th, Friday, anniversary dinner, 10 years. Mrs. Morrison, 2024, 62 years past. Katherine froze. 62 years? No, the restaurant, the dinner, just now, 8:30 p.m., 62 years? Robert woke. Katherine, this is wonderful. Best anniversary. Mr. Morrison, 2024, 62 years. No, just now, La Maison, dinner. Jean-Pierre woke. Service parfait. Tables perfect. Chef André excellent tonight. Monsieur Moreau, 62 years past. Impossible. Service ongoing. Diners waiting. Chef André woke. Kitchen, where's my kitchen? Plates. Service parfait. Chef Dubois, 2024, 62 years. No, my kitchen, peak service. I must cook. 52 people woke, all same. The dinner, the service. 62 years passed. No! Families came, but very different. Katherine's children were home during dinner with babysitter, now in their 70s, old. Mom, Dad, 62 years. We thought you died. We waited, grew up, got old. You stayed young. Robert's parents died in 1970s. Son never returned. Disappeared in 1962. At La Maison. Never found. David and Sarah Chen. Engagement dinner. Sarah's brother, 88 years old. Sarah, David, 62 years. You were going to marry. I waited. Wedding never happened. I got old. You stayed young. William Foster, a lone businessman, had no family, friends all died in 1980s, 1990s, 2000s. Nobody left. Alone. 52 people, missing 62 years, now 2024. Woke up, but world completely different from 1962. Manhattan changed, Upper East Side changed, La Maison gone, fine dining changed, everything different. But strangest, time perception. For them, 30 minutes, only 30 minutes, from 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Normal dinner. But actually, 62 years, from 1962 to 2024. Katherine sometimes whispers, "The dinner, it was perfect. The lamb was delicious. I was lifting my fork to my mouth, slowly, savoring the moment, enjoying. And that moment, that perfect moment, it stretched, and I'm still in it, still tasting, still enjoying, still perfect. But 62 years passed, outside, while inside, only 30 minutes. We were so happy. That happiness froze." In Manhattan now, pop-up exhibit, La Maison, The Eternal Dinner, 1962. Photos, menu, table settings, 52 people photos, 1962, young, elegant, happy. Disappeared June 15, 1962. Found June 2024, still dining. Katherine and Robert sometimes go. To exhibit. Look at old La Maison menu. The lamb, Katherine points. I ordered this. I was eating this. It was perfect. And that perfection lasted 62 years. Restaurant industry changed from 1962 to 2024. Fast casual, food trucks, Michelin stars, celebrity chefs, social media, Instagram, everything different. But La Maison stayed in 1962. Frozen, perfect service, perfect moment, forever. And really, that night, June 15, 1962, 8:30 p.m., something happened. Maybe cosmic, maybe temporal, maybe perfection too perfect, perfect moment too perfect. Time couldn't move forward because perfection, no improvement. So time stopped, stretched, froze. 52 people stayed in that perfect moment. Service parfait, Chef André still whispers. Parfait, forever.